Hi, I'm Sherry Strong, helping you return to eating real food with spud.ca. Today I'm making one of my favorite dressing recipes. I have one that's called the Glory dressing. It's 3 ingredients, it's super simple. But this is a glorified Caesar salad dressing. It's vegan, so with the trend of eating vegan, this is right on topic right now. And it is so delicious. It's one of those recipes that people don't actually notice the difference. No one would actually say, oh, is this a vegan Caesar salad dressing? They're just gonna say that Caesar dressing is awesome. What you wanna do to start off with is to soak your almonds overnight. And what you're doing with the soaking the almonds is you're activating the enzymes in them, making the nutrients more bioavailable to you. And then you're going to peel them. And I just actually, once they're soaked, I peel them by squeezing them like that, squeezing the skins off. Not all almonds are that easy to actually peel. And so what you might have to do is some of them you might have to, that one did it quite easily, and some of them you might have to just kind of push a little bit more pressure, or even use your nail to take the actual peel off of the almond. And the other thing you can do if you have a lot of almonds and they're not releasing even though you soak them overnight, what you're going to want to do is just take them, plunge them in a little bit of boiling water, take them out right away, cold water, you're blanching them essentially, and you will have beautifully, easily peeled almonds that way. The other advantage to peeling almonds, and a lot of people don't do it because it is more work, but it's worth it. Something you can do while watching a video, listening to some music, you know, just chilling out, or it can be even a meditative exercise, is once you actually take the peels off, you can then start to see, but that kind of yellowing tinging on it, or if there's really dark brown on the almonds, what you're going to find is those almonds have fermented. They're not sprouting, they're actually fermenting, and that's where you get that almond essence, marzipan kind of flavor with your almonds. And it's always a good idea to kind of leave those ones out, not worry about including them. So to make my dressing, it's super simple. I'm going to put everything into a high-powered blender, starting with my almonds, lemon juice, and your recipe will be provided with this online. I'm using a first cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Cold pressed means there's no chemicals used in it. Organic, so that means there's no chemicals that's actually happening in the oil, because once you put chemicals on olives, you can't extract that from the olive oil. The next thing I'm going to include is a chickpea miso. Now the chickpea miso is awesome, not only because it has a sweeter, more delicate kind of miso flavor than most misos, but you're not having any soy in your miso, which is a lovely thing to kind of have because we are inundated and overwhelmed with too much soy in our diet, even if it's organic. The next 3 ingredients I'm going to add is garlic. This is quite a large bulb, looks like elephant garlic, and some dulse. The dulse gives it that kind of seaweedy flavor that you would be replacing the anchovies with. That's why I actually included the dulse in there. And then there's tons of nutrients in the dulse, and it's really quite beautiful and pretty too. And then a little bit of some sea salt that's going in there. It's great. Cool. Sometimes if it's not blending too well, I take a little bit of water, add it in to just help it blend a little bit more easily. And see if that helps it blend more. Great. There you go. You can see the dressing in there. It's quite thick, so I didn't put too much water in it, so that's a good sign. And with that, I'm just going to break up my lettuces. So the standard romaine, oops, that's been all set up earlier. And you can add whatever you like, you know, into this. It doesn't have to just be romaine lettuce. It can be all kinds of other vegetables. I've used that dressing, this dressing on potato salads as well. And then, there we go. So just if you want to break it up, super simple. That's the great thing about romaine. It's really easy to break up. And then you just have to put your dressing on top. And this is one of those recipes that if I wasn't doing this in front of a camera, my hands would be all over this, get it in there. This is great to get the dressing. It's quite thick, which is great because it will stick to your leaves. Keep working it around and getting the dressing all over the leaves. You can see why I'd want to get my hands in this to work it. We've been using our hands in the kitchen for thousands of years. As long as they're washed, it's a great thing at home to actually be doing. That will build your immune system. It's actually interacting with nature. And that's a vegan Caesar salad dressing that I think even Cleopatra and Caesar would be happy with.